Well, the motivation really came quite early on from the independent hotel show themselves. They approached us to see if we would work on the hotel room of the future. And Gilly and I definitely wanted to, but we need to understand a little bit more about it and do a bit more research into it, which both we did and the independent hotel show did themselves. The concept was the future, and they were looking at 10 years in the future. With more research, both with hoteliers and technologists, we realised it had to be the near future because technology changes too much. So we looked at collaboration with Crestron and SmartCom to see what we could bring into the hotel now that was readily available but not being used, and how that could be adapted easily for the future. And Gilly and I sat down with them on various meetings to determine how far we could go and also look at the space that we had to see what we could do with that.
The concept, as Nick was saying, first of all, they were looking about 10 years in the future, but it needed to be something that was saleable. Now, from my interior architectural background with my team, we look at surfaces that we can change how people install things. So to give you an example, the corian that is made of the bathroom, it's not a new material, but it's being used in new ways. Corian has been used on work surfaces in kitchens for years, but it has so many other uses. It's so versatile. And to be able to do a bathroom that's a fully completed pod almost, that you can just install in 3 days, rather than a typical bathroom downtime, which is 3 weeks. That's a great selling point for a hotelier. That needs to be the future. It might be a bigger initial outlay, but it's a return on investment. So will it last longer? Is it easy to clean? Is the maintenance really low? So we looked at materials and technology that will fulfill that now, that's coming on the market now. So that takes the hotel room into the future.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk about sleep management at the moment, and it's very difficult to quantify what you can do with that. A lot of bed manufacturers are coming up with all sorts of different methods and apps and things that help you sleep better. Ultimately, it's the comfort of the bed that's the most important thing. You don't want lots of gadgets with it, you don't want lots of motors under the bed, because if they're humming and purring away all night, you're not going to sleep. If you've got bad sleep patterns, then any noise is going to slow you down. So from our perspective, and forgive me if I'm talking out of turn here, I think the bed is all about the mattress and the comfort, not the technology that goes around it.
I totally agree. I would totally, when I bought my bed, that's all I was interested in. I wanted to know whether I could have a mattress all on my own so that I didn't end up being bounced out the bed by my husband every night when he turned over. I wanted to know that it was firm enough that I didn't wake up with a cricked back, and that I had a nice, solid and comfy base that would allow me to have a good night's sleep. I don't really care whether it whistles Dixie, if I'm honest.
No, I've got a Simba mattress. I have no problem with that at all. It's a beautiful mattress and I sleep very, very well on it. But my wife wouldn't like to sleep on a bed with motors underneath it.
I wouldn't.
There are different methods of getting the sleep environment working for you. And I think in a hotel room, the more complicated it is, the less people will want it. A Hypnos bed is promoted as being one of the best beds in a hotel.
Queen has one.
Yeah, but it's a bed and you sleep in it and it's comfortable. That's what people want. Comfortable pillows, a comfortable bed. Taking tech into the bed itself, I think we're a little bit too far down the line on that one. It's not ready for that yet. It's the external environment of the bed that's the most important thing. Get the mattress right, get the pillows right, get the room environment right with heat and temperature and air conditioning.
And
then you're going to sleep. And
lighting's a big thing.
Yeah.
We're working with a company at the moment that are going to launch in November a new bulb. So at the moment we have blue light, we have warm light. So cold light and warm light, blue light and yellow light, if you like, for simple. But they're bringing out a violet light, which actually looks after circadian rhythms. And if you've got a violet light in the room and a comfy bed, what's not to love?
Yeah.
You know?
Very much keep it simple. And right from the start, we looked at what irritates people in a hotel room. The first thing I mentioned in the round table discussion, for me, the irritating thing are the light switches.
You can't turn off, you have to sleep all night with them on because you can't
find
out.
them. And every single person around the table, every single person we discussed at the show, have all nodded, oh, hotel lights are terrible. Even hoteliers have come in and said, yeah, they are bad, we don't know what to do with them. So what we designed on our stand was using the Crestron system and very simple keypads beside the bed that tell you what they do. It's bed light, it's bedroom light, it's the wall
It's
light.
on,
It's off, on, off. And you can dim it, but you know what you're doing. And that simplifies it and makes it less frustrating for the guest.
and it has a label.
It's a label. And it can be in any language, it can be a symbol, it can be anything. But you know that when you press that button, the light you want off or on goes off or on. And every single person.
Find it.
Yeah. And the technology then beyond that in the room, very, very easy. They don't want to be spending all the time trying to work out the app and what they're doing with it. It's got to be user friendly. And if you're using an iPad and an iPhone or another smartphone, the app's on there, you know how to deal with it. You don't want to be taking up a remote and flicking, trying to find things through. You can watch Netflix from your own account. You can access any of your own TV programs because you've got the app there. And
So you can personalise it. So what you have on your
It's
phone,
just your phone is on your TV.
You can put that into that tablet, personalise your room, so you're watching your TV, not Freeview. Yeah. So
And hotels have that facility, but they don't give you it. Even Sky have said, yes, we give you Sky and a few channels, but there's never Sky Atlantic, which is the one I watch most of all. And hotels don't really have the feed for Sky TV. But it's simple. It's taking your own phone, clicking through.
I can never catch up on my Coronation Street, whereas I've got it downloaded. I'd love to come and go into a hotel room. I don't watch Freeview, whatever.
And you don't have to watch it on your phone or your iPad.
Yeah.
You can actually
Put it on the TV.
on a 49-inch TV. But it's simple.
6
simplified.
episodes of Corrie to catch up on when I get home. It's not good, is it?
So
No, I think people very much go to a hotel and want a particular room and a particular style. Design is still very important for them. They want comfort and luxury, but what they also want is what they've got at home. Alexa is building up. We couldn't do Alexa here because voice control is difficult in the show, but voice control in hotel rooms will be happening and are happening, and it's like being at home. So the comfort is there, it's different, it's luxurious, but they've got all that technological comfort as well.